What would you do if your customary Thanksgiving journey took an unexpected, chilling twist? This is the story of the Robinson family. John, the patriarch, a man admired for his unyielding strength and warm heart. Linda, the matriarch, a woman of immense resilience, patience, and love. Then there are the children, Mark and Anna. Mark, the older brother with his sharp wit and agile mind, and Anna, the youngest, with her vivacious spirit and perpetual curiosity. The Robinsons had a long-standing tradition of embarking on an annual Thanksgiving journey, a day filled with warmth, love, and joy, a day of gratitude and strengthening family bonds that they've treasured for years. They'd eagerly anticipate this day, meticulously planning, packing, and preparing for those special moments of familial bonding that came with the journey. Each trip was its own unique tale, filled with unforgettable memories, but none would compare to the story they were on the brink of experiencing. This year, however, their journey was about to take a chilling, unexpected turn. As they set off on their expedition, a sudden road closure confronted them. This disruption deviated them from their planned route and led them onto winding, desolate back roads. These were not the familiar, brightly lit streets they were used to, but rather eerie, desolate passages. An unsettling feeling began to rise, but the Robinsons pressed on, fueled by the spirit of Thanksgiving. As they manoeuvred through the twists and turns of these unfamiliar roads, their reactions varied. John's brow furrowed in concentration, Linda's hands clutched at the maps, and Mark's quick thinking tried to recall alternative routes he had heard of. Young Anna tried to make a game of it, her innocent enthusiasm momentarily lifting the growing tension. But the unsettling journey didn't stop at an unexpected detour. The GPS signal, their only beacon in this maze of uncertainty, flickered and died. Their surroundings were swallowed by darkness as the technology designed to guide them failed. In the face of this adversity, they made attempts to find help. They dialed numbers of nearby services, only to be met with the piercing tone of failed calls. They flashed their car lights, hoping to attract the attention of a distant traveller. But their efforts were in vain. Events took a dire turn when their car's fuel gauge began to dwindle dangerously. The needle hit empty, and in the heart of a vast, foreboding forest, their car stuttered to a stop. The Robinsons found themselves stranded miles away from the nearest town, with nothing but the wilderness for company. In the engulfing darkness of the forest, isolated from the world, the Robinsons found themselves in a predicament unlike any they had faced before. The family's bond was about to be put to the ultimate test, a situation that would challenge their tenacity, their courage, their unity, and their will to survive awaited them. Would they emerge stronger, or would the wilderness conquer their spirits? Stranded and isolated, the Robinsons were about to face a challenge that would test their mettle to the core. Out of the forest's enigmatic shadows, a figure materialized. His name was Caleb, an embodiment of rugged masculinity. With a frame as solid as a timber log, his physique was honed by the enduring trials of nature. His face, scarred by time, was etched with lines that spoke of countless winters and hardships. His gaze, a frosty blue, shimmered with an indecipherable luminescence that was as wild as the wilderness he called home. His attire was modest and worn, a testament to the man's life of toil. His clothes bore the imprints of hard labour, while his boots, caked in earth and mud, resonated with the very essence of the land he roamed. In his roughened hand, he cradled an old lantern, its meagre light playing hide-and-seek amidst the forest's eerie silence, revealing a hidden path leading to a structure obscured by thick green foliage. As Caleb appeared from the shadows, he came across the Robinsons, lost city dwellers who had strayed too far from their urban comfort. Their bodies bore the marks of the frost, hunger gnawed at their insides, and their faces were etched with the raw terror of the unknown. The wilderness had exposed them to a reality they were not prepared for. Seeing their plight, Caleb, with his seemingly innocent intentions, offered them refuge at his cabin. The offer, a beacon of hope amidst their growing despair, was gratefully accepted by the family. Caleb's cabin lay nestled in the heart of the forest. Its wooden exterior was a testament to the expert craftsmanship of a bygone era. Smoke spiraled lazily from the chimney, dissipating into the cold air. The glow from the windows contrasted sharply with the icy exterior, providing a sense of warmth and safety. To the Robinsons, it was a sanctuary, a haven where they could escape the wilderness's relentless onslaught. However, as the Robinsons soon discovered, appearances can be treacherously deceitful. The cabin's rustic charm masked a chilling truth that lurked beneath its comforting exterior. Beneath the tantalizing aroma of roasting turkey and the enticing warmth of freshly baked pie, a gruesome secret was brewing, a secret so horrifying it shattered their grasp of reality and challenged their faith in humanity. As the terrifying truth unraveled, they realized they were not guests, but the key ingredients for a horrifyingly macabre Thanksgiving feast. A morbid tradition rooted in Caleb's lineage. What seemed like an innocent invitation to dine was actually a trap for the unsuspecting family. The celebratory atmosphere rapidly morphed into a nightmare, and the Robinsons understood they had to escape. They were embroiled in a terrifying game of survival against an adversary as relentless as the wilderness itself, and the battle for their lives had just begun. The Robinsons found themselves engaged in a desperate battle for survival. This ordinary family was thrust into an extraordinary situation, held captive in the heart of an intimidating wilderness, flanked by towering trees and an unnerving silence. Their captors, a sinister presence that permeated their lives, were none other than the ruthless Caleb and his equally menacing family. Unified by their predicament, the Robinsons held firm against their oppressors. They took an unspoken pledge, an oath of unyielding determination that bound them together. Each individual, from the family patriarch John to the youngest child Lucy, recognized that their survival was contingent on their unity. This adversity further cemented their familial bonds, fortifying their resolution to resist their captors with every ounce of strength. With the dense, enclosing forest as their battlefield, they faced a horrifying game of life and death. The usual serenity of nature was violently disrupted, replaced with heart-stopping war cries and the echoes of agonizing struggles. Each rustle, each snapping twig, and each shadow that danced across the forest floor signaled impending danger. The Robinsons, resourceful and courageous as they were, harnessed their wits, their physical might, and their unwavering resolve to outwit their enemies. They devised ingenious strategies, turning forest debris into makeshift weapons and utilizing the rugged terrain to their advantage. Each family member contributed uniquely, their individual strengths coalescing into an unstoppable force. Elaborate and deadly traps set, and his family tested the Robinsons' survival skills. The family deftly navigated pitfalls, evaded concealed snares, and sidestepped tripwires, turning each evasion into a small victory that further fueled their determination. The once menacing forest transformed from a prison to a complex labyrinth which they learned to navigate. Their resilience culminated in a climactic face-off where they managed to overpower their captors. In this dramatic turn of events, the hunters were hunted, the captors became the captives, and the forest reverberated with the echoes of the Robinsons' triumphant roars. Their harrowing ordeal drew to a close as they seized an opportunity to escape. Their hearts pulsating with adrenaline, they advanced towards freedom, their rapid breaths matching their quickened steps. Dawn broke, bathing their exhausted faces in a heavenly glow as they emerged victorious from the forest. Their fight for survival had come to an end, but their story of resilience would be etched in time. When the Robinsons finally reunited with their extended family, their joy overflowed. The familiar faces, the warm hugs, and the comfort of knowing they were safe and together again gave them a newfound appreciation for life and each other. They found a new reason to be thankful at this gathering, an occasion that held more significance than any traditional Thanksgiving feast could have offered. This year, the dinner table held not just food, but a stark reminder of their harrowing ordeal, a physical manifestation of their battle for survival. Each dish not only tantalized their taste buds, but also reminded them of their resilience, their unity, and their strength. They gave thanks, not for the turkey and the stuffing, but for their lives, their bond, their unshakable determination, and their newfound resilience. Their gratitude was directed at each other, for the strength they found within themselves, and for the unwavering faith that had been their guiding light through their darkest hour. As they sat around the table, they reflected on their frightening journey. Every terrifying moment, every disturbing event, every seemingly insurmountable obstacle they had overcome had indelibly marked their hearts, instilling in them a sense of determination they had never experienced before. The Robinsons' journey was one fueled by love, unity, and an unyielding desire to survive. Their story was a testament to their unflinching courage, their resilience, and a spirit that refused to bow down before any circumstance. The lessons they learned from this experience were profound. They discovered the depth of their own resilience, the strength of their bond, and the significance of unity. They realized that the most valuable feast is not the one loaded with sumptuous food, but the one that celebrates life, love, and togetherness. They learned that in the face of terror and adversity, the driving force is the will to survive, the need to persevere, and the power of hope. This Thanksgiving, the Robinsons learned more than they ever expected. They learned that the most valuable feast is the one that celebrates life itself, the one that reinforces the importance of unity, resilience, and the human spirit. They gained a profound understanding of their own strength and the power of love and unity in the face of adversity. This Thanksgiving, the Robinsons learned the true meaning of resilience, unity, and the power of survival.